Australia. Tim Holleran from the United States. Harvey Valakowski from Canada. Which of these three will prove the greatest of them all on the Tale of the Century International Invitational Tournament? This week, one of our finalists will win the grand prize, the $36,000 Corvette. It's the USA versus Australia and Canada on Tale of the Century. And now, here's the star of our show, Cary.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Delighted to have you with us. And we're very happy to have you back with us for Tale of the Century. The International Invitational continues, and we'll pick up with, once again, introducing the players. Some of Bartholomew will do the honors. Come on down.
Thank you. Hi.
Once again, won't you, for any new viewers, tell them who these people are?
I certainly will. Representing Australia, Big Hand 2, Cary Young.
Hello, Cary.
And he's from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Let's hear it for Tim Holleran.
Tim.
And representing Canada from Ontario, a big enthusiastic welcome to Harvey Valakowski.
Hello there, Harvey. Haven't seen a little later from Martin Summer. Thank you. Let's say once again, we didn't find out incidentally Cary, what do you do for a living in Melbourne, right?
Yes, that's right, Jim. I'm a sales rep
Sales
in kitchens.
Oh, did you travel all around?
Mainly just around the Melbourne area. It's quite a big, there's 2.5 million people in Melbourne, so it's not a small place.
I would imagine so. You're doing very well here. Congratulations once again. Tim, I know when we first met you, you were a drummer, but you've changed professions since then.
Yeah, I put down the sticks and picked up a pen. I'm a freelance writer now.
Oh, good for you, and you're doing very well here. And Harvey, how about you? What do you do for a living, sir?
I teach school. I have 2 grade 8 classes back in Bowmanville.
Good. Well, good players, and we get back to the tournament now. If you were not with us in the beginning, we are playing till someone wins 3 days, and this is where we stand right now. It is Cary with 2 wins. Tim has 1. Harvey came very close in the last one, but he has yet to win 1. So that means that Cary could win the tournament today. Tim could tie it up. We will get back, and we'll start with a $20 for all 3 of you, and this question for $5. Name the mythological king who possessed the golden touch. Cary.
Midas.
Midas it is. $5 for the correct answer. Cary to 25. What is the 2-word name given to the headquarters of the London Metropolitan Police?
Scotland Yard.
London Metropolitan Police is indeed Scotland Yard. Tim's first 5 of the day. What is the English translation of this famous line uttered by Julius Caesar? Cary.
I came, I saw, I conquered.
Is what I was going to say. I came, I saw, I conquered is what you should say. You're right for another 5. Name the English actress who won Oscars for Women in Love. Cary.
I'm going to close.
Oh, and a touch of class, that is Glenda Jackson. You lose 5 for the incorrect answer, back down to 25. What 2 flavors would you combine to come up with Cary?
Chocolate and orange.
No, to come up with mocha, coffee and chocolate, or coffee and cocoa. You lose another 5, couldn't come up with it, back down to 20. And there's the signal for an instant bargain. It is the player in the lead who can buy bargain merchandise. Tim, you have a $5 lead over your compatriots from Australia and Canada. You've got the opportunity to buy this.
Jim, this instant bargain is in great shape. West End's Total Gym Home Exercise System. More than 70 exercises can be performed at your own level on the Total Gym. Furnished by West End, and it's normally priced at $595. But today on Sale of the Century, just for only $5.
Very nice. What do you think, Tim?
How is he getting any work done? That's what I want to know.
It's beautiful. $595 costs 5. Now remember during the tournament, of course, you can take the cash value. You don't have to take the workout equipment if you're not feeling inclined. $595. Sorry about that. $595. I've been around you too long, Tim. I'm
Run for fun. We're going at it.
$595. No. $695. I'll give you another 100. For $5, we'll have a 3-way tie. Going once. Going twice. No sale. Tim wants that tie.
Oh, buy it yourself. Get down here.
Back to the match with us. Into how many occupational zones was Germany divided, Tim? 3. No. After World War II, French, English, Russian, and American divided into 4. And we have a 3-way tie as Tim loses 5. French writer Edmond Rostand based the hero of his most famous play on a swordsman and author who Cary. Are you right before the bell? Had an unusually large nose. You are right, sir. On the Bergerac it is. You got it for another 5. The Latin motto of what international event is prettiest Cary?
The Olympic Games or the Olympic...
Yes, indeed. Citius, Altius, Fortius, faster, higher, stronger is indeed the Olympic game. You're right. Time for the Fame Game now. Players play for control of the Fame Game board with a lot of information about a famous character. I am a legendary character who has been the subject of countless ballads and stories that date back to the 1300s. Harvey.
I was going to say King Arthur.
Incorrect. Took a chance, did not pay off. You're at 20. We'll clear it, continue for Cary doesn't need any more.
William Tell.
No, that is incorrect. Tim, big break. You've got the rest of the question to yourself. Don't shout anything out as it becomes more clear. The subject of countless ballads and stories that date back to the 1300s. The earliest reference to me is in a long poem written about 1378. I became a symbol of right against might, and according to one story, I was actually a titled Englishman whose real name was Robert Fitzooth. My stamping ground is Sherwood Forest, where I steal from the rich and give to the poor, aided by Friar Tuck, Little John, Maid Marian, and others. I am...
Oh, Robin Hood.
Yeah, you got it. A lucky stab. Well, that's the break. If they make a mistake, you've got the rest of the question to yourself. And now, a big break, because the $10 money card is where, Summer?
It's behind the number 5.
And if you hit that as we lock it into your buzzer, you would tie Cary for the lead. So we lock in. Good luck.
Come on, $10 right now.
No, bounce off. It lands on 6, and he gets $400. Some more cash for our American champion, Tim Holloman. And, of course, all three players will be back in as we continue the match right after this commercial timeout. So go ahead.
If you live in Los Angeles or you're planning to visit the L.A. area and you'd like to become a contestant on Sale of Accessories, please call 213-284-8644. And now, back to Jim Perry and Sale of Accessories.
Hi, thank you, Jerry. Back to the International Invitational, and our Australian champion, Cary Young, could win today. Tim Holloman, the American, could tie him. There's Cary at 30, Tim at 20, Harvey at 20 in this question for 5. What variety of hard, sharp cheese takes its name, Harvey?
Cheddar.
No. From the capital city of Italy, Romano. Take a chance on that quick buzzer and it cost you 5. His 1903 recording of Vestila Juba was the first hymn.
Enrico Caruso.
The first record ever to sell 1 million copies. You are right. Enrico Caruso, the great tenor. Well done. Another 5 for Tim. English and what other ancient tongue are the 2 official languages of Ireland? Tim.
Gaelic.
Gaelic it is, and Tim ties Cary for first place.
I got that one wrong.
Holleran better get that one. What poetic technique is exemplified by Coleridge's repetitive Tim?
Alliteration.
Line, the furrows followed through. You are right. That is alliteration. Well solved. Tim goes back into the lead with an instant bargain. Again, the $5 lead. Timothy, Holleran, me boy. How about this?
Tim, walk right in and sit right down on this quaint bench, constructed of sturdy pine and traditionally designed, may bring the warmth of wood into any home from Charles & Charles Incorporated. And it's normally priced at $1,000. But today on Sale of the Century, just for only $11.
Oh, beautiful. Gorgeous. $1,000. Lovely, lovely chair there, I bench. But actually, Tim, like we want to be fair. Not only are out-of-the-country visitors, but you also are entitled to take the cash during the tournament. $1,000 for not $11. You got a $5 lead over Cary. You know I love to see ties. I'll let you have it for 5. Would you like the bench or $1,000 in cash for just the value of one question? Going once.
Get thee behind
Going twice. No fair.
Good.
Get thee behind me. Hanging on to the lead. He needs this game to tie up the tournament. The RH factor in blood was named Cary.
After the rhesus monkey.
For what kind of monkey? Well done, the rhesus it is, and Cary ties 35. Bygone Vietnam was renamed in honor of Cary.
Ho Chi Minh.
That's exactly what it is, and that's the city, and you're in the lead by 5. The Dominican Republic is one of the 2 countries. Tim? Cuba. Occupying the island of Hispaniola, the other is Haiti. Yes, quick buzzer, and you lose 5 down to 30. What Polish astronomer developed the theory, Tim?
Copernicus.
That the Earth moves around the sun, it is indeed Copernicus, and Tim back to 35. The French tomb of the unknown soldier, Cary?
Is under the Arc de Triomphe.
That's exactly where it is, and Cary to 45. Wow. These players are bright. I do hope you're enjoying them as much as I am, and I am enjoying this tournament. We will be back maybe to finish it up. Cary could win it today. Let's see. We'll be back after this. to the tournament. That's where we stand. Cary has 2 wins. Tim has 1. Tim could tie him up today, and they're bouncing back and forth again today. Cary at 45, Tim at 35, and Harvey made a strong move in the last show at 15, and plenty of time to catch up here. Certainly with a $15 money card, you can get right back in it right now. 2 money cards as we look for a famous thing. I am a natural phenomenon that can cause great damage as well as much good. I can occur on land as well as at sea, and I get my name from the ancient Roman god of fire. I am called Cary.
A volcano.
That's exactly right, yes. You weren't thrown by the fact that it could happen at sea. Well done. You got control of the board. $15 money card where, Summer?
Behind the number 7.
2 of them to shoot for. You got a $10 lead right now, Cary. Good luck.
15 money card go now.
No, the other corner, number 9, and he gets $400. More cash for our fine champion from Melbourne, Australia. What was that, Cary? Oh, okay. Look, you got a little bit of...
That's a bit of Australian, actually. That.
Oh, okay.
Good on you.
Cary at 40, good on you. Cary at 45, Tim at 35, Harvey at 15. We'll throw another shrimp at the Barbie and get back with this. The woman who won the 1979 Nobel Peace Prize is from Tim.
Mother Teresa?
Think of the gutters, Mother Teresa it is, and Tim the 40, yes. What word describes both the central hall of a Roman house and a chamber of the heart? Cary.
Atrium.
That atrium is exactly right. Yes, sir, they could just beat the buzzer on that for another 5. Named the 19th century German who composed the opera Tristan. Cary.
Richard Wagner.
That's right, Tristan and Isolde is indeed Wagner, and Cary has another 5. Named the English woman who wrote and illustrated the tale of Peter Rabbit. Cary.
Beatrix Potter.
Peter Rabbit, I was going to say. Potter it is, and Cary begins to pull away, going to 16. What do we call the Japanese poem of 17?
Miyoshi Umeki.
17 syllables that almost always refers to a season of the year. It's either Miyoshi Umeki or haiku. And you lose 5 on that, Tim. Sorry about that. Down to 35. Instant bargain, instant cash. Cary, you have the lead with the instant cash. Now, you picked up a lot, but this is not too bad right here with 3 boxes, 2 of them $100 bills. One today is worth a very sizable $3,000. Cost you the amount of your lead if you want to go for it. I know you are closing in on winning the tournament, but how confident are you could regain that lead? You have a $25 lead over Cary.
I'm not that confident.
Not that confident.
And I was going to say, Jim, I've been in quite a few international tournaments, starting to mount up, and this is really the toughest thing I've ever been in, and I don't think I'll bother, thank you.
That's right, guys. I know that Cary has competed in an English Sale of the Century, right, international, and also in Australia, where there is an Australian version of Sale of the Century. And you're not going to go $25 for a 1 in 3 chance at $3,000. I'll go through the motions, Cary. Give you one more chance. Going once, going twice, and no chance. Where was it? The 3,000 was right here up the middle. And should the tournament continue for another day, if Tim or Harvey could win today, that instant cash would go to 4,000. And Cary, with nice words to try to soften his opponents up, may be closing in on the win right after this. Cary, that was very nice. For anyone who tuned in late with this international invitation, the first player to win 3 games is the international winner, and it is Cary Young who has 2 wins to his credit. Tim Holloran with 1, Harvey looking for a win, so that means that Cary, if he is ahead at the end of today, is the champion of champions. He gets a beautiful car and everything else that he's picked up along the way. Cary at 60, Tim at 35, Harvey at 15. Named the biblical heroine who was married to Boaz. Harvey.
Esther.
No. And had the old book of the Old Testament named after her. That was Ruth. Can you be 5? What's the former name of the island nation in the Indian Ocean that is now called Sri Lanka? Cary. Ceylon. Ceylon is exactly right. Cary to 65. Name the Swede who directed the 1983 Tim.
Ingmar Bergman.
Fanny and Alexander. Yes, indeed. Ingmar Bergman it is. That's right. We had Ingrid Bergman a couple of days ago, and Harvey inadvertently said Ingmar Bergman. I didn't know that was coming up. Well, the third and final crack of the fame game, and Tim and Harvey, I don't have to tell you how important a $25 money card could be to you right now. Tim, you could tie Cary if you hit that 25. First, you've got to get control by identifying a famous person. I was born in the year 37 A.D. with the name Lucius Domitius. Years later, when I ascended the throne, I had Cary.
Nero.
That is right for control of the board. Well done with very limited information. $25 money card wears, Summer.
Behind the number 1.
Well, you could maybe put it away if you hit that big one, Cary. Good luck.
$25, come on now.
No, that's on number 3, and he gets $400. Well, here we go. We finish it up with the speed round, and as I say, if Cary is ahead, he is the champion of champions at the end of the speed round. 60 seconds on the clock. It is Cary at 65, who is getting ready with the sleeves there. Tim at 40, only 5 questions behind. Harvey at 10, and I've got a lot of questions as we start the speed round now. According to the Bible, what shall the meek inherit? Tim, the earth, right? Citizens stormed and destroyed what Paris prison? Harvey.
The Bastille.
Yes. What nation's official government news agency is called TASS? Tim.
The Soviet Union.
Right. By what name or title do we identify the kings of ancient Cary? Emperor. Give me the name of the Greek poet who wrote the Iliad. Cary.
Homer.
Yes. Mongolia is completely surrounded by Tim.
China.
Yes. Name the 92-year-old ex-Nazi who was his sole Tim.
Albert Speer.
No. King Farouk was the last king of Cary. Egypt. Right. In the Bible, who asked the question, am I my brother's Tim?
Jesus.
No. Name the war-torn capital of Lebanon. Cary. Right. In which war did the Allies battle the Axis power? Tim.
World War II.
Right. What African nation calls its capital city Tripoli? Cary.
Libya.
Right. In the King James Bible, what is the first book of the New Tim?
Matthew.
Right. Name the Italian electrical engineer who was credited Tim.
Marconi.
Right. Doctors use the term time is up, and Cary has done it. Congratulations to Cary Young from Australia. Tim and Harvey, we will see you in a moment. Cary, come on and join me. And with your lovely wife, Lynn, as well. Come on up here and join us. We will open up the doors. Cary and Lynn Young. Congratulations, Lynn. Come on up here. This beautiful $36,000 automobile is yours. Congratulations. Hop one in. Lynn, come on over this way. Cary, sit down here. The balloons are dropping. The car is yours. You are the champion of champions. Congratulations. Lynn wants to point around the other way and get comfortable. How's it feel, Cary?
Good.
Hey, did you win anything like this in the Australian Championship?
I won a car, but never going to get
That was good. Congratulations. It is a beauty. It is yours. We will lock you all in here. The champion of champions from Australia. We congratulate Cary Young. We will be back with this fine champion to wrap things up and give you his total. We mentioned earlier in the week the total that we had in Australia. What an incredible total for a fine international champion. And we'll be back right after this to finish up the tournament. Congratulations. Put that one away quick. It's a pleasure. Over $36,000, huh? Well, this international invitation has been a delight, and again, we congratulate Cary. We did a great job on that. And you were saying now there's going to be an international invitational coming up in Australia, and it seems you were going to that.
See you then, mate.
Yeah. Are you going to work on your Australian accent there and be all set to go there?
This is a knife.
Harvey, you going back and take part in that, or are they?
No, they're not including any Canadians this time.
That's going to be. That's right. What, Australia, New Zealand,
Britain, New Zealand, and
Australia, and U.S. That should be great. Well, you will be obviously a formidable challenger again. We congratulate you, Cary.
That's as tough as this. I don't know. It's going to be so much fun.
Oh, you went in. I mentioned earlier in the week that Cary had won in Australian dollars over $300,000, and now you have added another in American dollars, $42,733. That puts your winnings way up there. Congratulations. And you did very well with us, Harvey. I mean, you picked up some good cash there along with the winners board there. That was nice.
I enjoyed that, but more importantly, I enjoyed the people on the show. They really treated us very, very well.
Oh, that's nice to hear. Thank you. Nice to have you here from Ontario. And Timothy, we wish you well against Cary in Australia. Congratulations again.
Yeah, I'd just like to reiterate, I wish all those people out there could just meet you people and hang out like I have. It's been one of the greatest experiences of my whole life.
It's also been a very thank you very much, Tim. It's been a very profitable one for Tim. Because Tim, along the way, with his winnings here on the show, he has, in good old American cash, $183,377, which is not too bad. Now, the tournament is over. On our next show, we go back to regular play. And this being a new time period, let me remind you for any new viewers, we go back to very exciting regular play. Because when we left off, we have a champion, Bob Raphael, who had almost cleared that winner's board. He had knocked 9 prizes off. He's got 1 prize left on our next show. Bob Raphael goes for $10,000 on our next sale of the century. Maybe we'll give away a lot more next time on Sale of the Century. Bye for now, my friends. Congratulations. There you go. Studio Audience presented by the contestants who receive new Active Length Relief Press-On Nails. Beautify Active Hands. Press-On in seconds. Active Length Relief Press-On Nails. Everfresh keeps coffee fresh and hot using your automatic coffee maker. Save coffee. Drink the whole pot. Everfresh pot and insert. Fast Effective Toothpick Remover. It actually locks in moisture so your nails get stronger every time you use it. White Rain Shampoo and Conditioner contain the same 2 ingredients as the high-price brands. Without the high price, White Rain.
Stars Jim Cary. This is Jay Stewart speaking.
Next, it's bold, it's big, it's blockbusters. The baffling, brain-teasing game show that's fun. After that, join Pat Sajak and Vanna White for TV's most popular game show, Wheel of Fortune. And you cheer for Scrabble with host Chuck Willery. You've never played Scrabble like this before. It's the crossword game to challenge your imagination. Today on NBC.
Save the century is a